Hey, what's up and welcome to the video. In today's video we will talk about finding viral content, what softwares to use, why you have to find viral content, what the goal of the whole thing is, okay? Now look, when it comes to Instagram and growing your theme page, the most important thing is the content that you put out, not the stories, not the username, not the highlights whatsoever. The most important thing is the content that you put out. And the two keys to success on Instagram are actually viral and badass content, 10 out of 10 content, and the second key is consistency, okay? Now in today's video we will talk about finding viral content, what tools you can use, and yeah, I'd say I will jump over to my computer really fast to show you the tools that I use to find viral content that we then recreate, okay? Now in the video before, or like in one video, like at the beginning of this module, we talked about market research, okay? And by now you should have done your market research and you should know the best accounts from your niche. So from this market research that a student of mine actually did at the beginning of the year, I think 21st of January, that's when he did the market research. The top accounts from that market research are Wealth, Entrepreneurship Facts, Entrepreneurship Quote, Millionaire Mentor, Ecom Mentor, Motivation Mafia. You also have Motivation Mondays, Mindset Therapy, Mindset Greatness, and Words Worth Billions. Now, inside the market research video, I already talked about a tool called Viral Finder. Now, to find the most viral content that you can then recreate and use for your Instagram page, what we simply do is we go to viralfinder.com. I'll maybe put a link down below here, the video, or if the link is not down below for whatever reason, this is the domain over here, viralfinder.com. You click on register if you don't already have an account, and then log in, okay? And I will then just walk you guys through the dashboard really fast, and I will show you the process of, finding viral content, okay? So once you're here on the dashboard, what you do is you go to user search, right? Then over here on user search, you just take the usernames from the top accounts from your niche. For example, over here, the best one, Wealth right now, you put in the username, and wait, there was like one space over here. You then click on search and you can then already take the second username, Entrepreneurship Facts. I'll do this whole thing for like 2 or 3 different accounts now within this video and show you guys exactly how this whole thing works, okay? Website is loading right now, so we'll just wait for a second until it completely loaded so that nothing goes wrong. I don't know why it's loading so long. Normally it goes way faster. Let me refresh the page and see what's up. Okay, we'll go back to user search and search for the next one. Entrepreneurship Facts, click on search, and let's see if it works. Okay, I will just let the computer load to see what happens, and then once it loaded, I'll jump back to the computer. But for now, we can talk about why creating viral content is so important. I can already see now it's loading. That's amazing. Wealth at 12%. Entrepreneurship Facts is loading right now, so take some time to find all the data. I can show you guys really fast. Over here, it's collecting the data for the market research, and yeah, it usually takes like 3 minutes or something. But in the meantime, we will talk about why finding viral content is so important. Look, when it comes to your Instagram page, right, and when it comes to creating content, what you want to do is you don't want to reinvent the wheel, okay? You don't want to try something new. You don't want to start from scratch and be like, hey, I have this idea for cool content, let me create it. No, that's what we are not going to do. What we are going to do is we'll find the successful people, the successful pages from our niche, okay, the business niche, and we will just find the top posts from the niche and we will copy them, okay? Now with copying, and by the way, this quote or whatsoever, however you want to call it, comes from Tony Robbins, okay? And it's one of the main principles in business that you always want to follow, okay? You don't want to try to reinvent the wheel. As the quote says, if you want to be successful, find someone who already has achieved the results you want, copy what they do, and you will achieve the same results. Now, when it comes to copying, I don't mean that you just take the exact same content from a successful Instagram page, for example, Wealth, and you just repost it. That stuff doesn't work. You can do some reposts in between. I talked about it in developing your content strategy. But what you want to do is you want to take a look at the top performing posts from the top performing pages from your niche, and you want to recreate their content, okay? So you take a look at their design, you take a look at how it's structured, you take a look at the fonts, the colors, and everything, and you recreate those posts one by one. That's what I do for all of my accounts, because look, I don't have to reinvent the wheel. I can just go to pages that are already successful. I can find the top performing posts from the last 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, and I can just recreate them, and I almost have a guarantee that those posts will also perform on my page, okay? So yeah, that's why we do the market research. That's why we use the tool Viral Finder to find the top performing posts. And I'd say I would just jump over to the screen really fast. And yeah, Wealth is still loading at 80%. Entrepreneurship Facts is at 72%. So we will just wait for like a minute or something. And yeah, I'll then jump into the detailed statistics of Viral Finder and show you guys how you can find the top performing posts. Now, when it comes to finding the top performing posts, maybe also one important rule. Inside the last video, we talked about creating your content strategy, right? And we talked about that you have to feed the Instagram algorithm with lots of different metrics, right? So important metrics when it comes to the Instagram algorithm and your account, the performance of your post is, for example, the amount of likes that it gets, but also the comments, the shares, the saves, the watch ratio, the views, right? The watch ratio and average, how many people watch, for example, an IGTV. And you want to make sure that with your content strategy, you feed the Instagram algorithm with all the data that it needs and with positive data. So what we will now do here when it comes to Viral Finder, we will take a look at these different accounts and we will go through all of the different post types that feed the Instagram algorithm with positive data one by one and find the top performing posts. So for example, in the last video, I talked about that, for example, if you repost an image from someone else, a viral one on your Instagram account, chances are really, really high that will also go viral and get lots of likes. Now you can use that type of content, reposts, to feed the Instagram algorithm with positive data when it comes to likes. Now we also, for example, talked about that slideshows, okay? If you have slideshows on your account, that those slideshows usually get lots of saves, and if they get lots of saves, it feeds the Instagram algorithm with lots of, or with positive data when it comes to saves, okay? Now, if you haven't watched the video when it comes to developing your content strategy, make sure to watch it, and you will then know exactly what type of post, whether it's a video, a slideshow, or a repost, whether it's something with a call to action, what kind of post you can put out to feed the Instagram algorithm with all the positive data that it needs when it comes to the specific metrics, all right? But yeah, what we will now do is we will go through the account of Wealth, which is the top performing account from the business niche right now, and I will show you guys how you can find the top performing posts in general, okay? Now, first of all, what you can do is over here, you can go to post type and you can sort it by any image, video, album. Album is basically slideshow, right? Now, as you can already see, all the top performing posts right now or at the moment are basically videos and reels. You can over here click on view more, right? And then in between you will also find some posts. So over here is a post, this one's a slideshow, etc., etc. But yeah, what you can simply do is you can, for example, over here go to image, and then Viral Finder will show you the top performing images from the account Wealth, who's the top performing account in the business niche. And as you can already see over here, this post over here has 311,000 likes, which is absolutely amazing, okay? This one has 188,000, this one 174,000, 167,000 likes, etc., etc. And what you can then simply do is you can just download all of those posts, right? Or yes, you can do that. I was just thinking, because before there was an option down below here with the download button where you were able to select multiple posts and download them all together, okay? But over here it says download. Okay, now you have to click here and then select, and then you can, you know, create a new folder on your computer and you can download all the top performing posts, right? So what you want to do is create a folder on your computer or on Google Drive whatsoever, and you basically want to download all the top performing posts, right? You put them into one folder so that over the time you build a database of yeah, basically viral posts. The next thing that you do is you go to video, right? So you can then take a look at the video content that went viral on Wealth, and those are yeah, basically reels. So you can find the top performing reels and you can then recreate them for your own, right? Over here you can click there, you can click on download, so a new tab will open up and you can then just click here and then click on save video and you can save it on your computer. Very simple, right? Next thing that you do is you go over here, you click on album, and you can then find the top performing albums from that Instagram account. You can also download them, place them into a folder, and you will then have all of those different type of posts over here. Now, what you can also do is, because we want to make sure that we feed the Instagram algorithm with all the different metrics, you can go over here by sort by, and you can then go to comments, right? And you can then go to any, and you can then take a look at the top performing posts when it comes to the comments, because different type of posts perform better when it comes to, for example, comments. So as you can see over here, this post over here on the left side has 9,800 comments. This post over here, it's actually a post that my team and I created for Lenny. Lenny's a client of mine and my agency, Phoenix Media, and we run their influencer campaign. And this post over here, wow, got 74,000 likes and over 8,000 comments, which is absolutely amazing. And as you can already see, like those posts who have like lots of comments, they all have a call to action. Like this one has type yes if you believe, comment yes if you will. Over here, type yes to declare it. This one over here also has a call to action on the last slide. Oops, now it opened up a new tab. over here, drop a 100 in the comments if you found this post valuable, right? And you can then also download all of these posts, and you can then create a folder on your computer or on Google Drive whatsoever when it comes to the content that gets the most comments. Same for this one. You can also again take a look at the views, but most of the time when it comes to the post type, and you click then on video, and it will basically show you the ones with the most likes, and oftentimes the ones with the most likes also have the most views. But yeah, in this case, for example, the video with the most views only has 280,000 likes, but this one over here doesn't have the most views, but 500,000 likes. Okay, so yeah, that's basically how Viral Finder works. Very, very simple. You do this with all of the top accounts from your niche, okay? And when it comes to the market research, we talked about that you should do your market research for two different types of accounts. First of all, for the established ones, and second of all, for brand new accounts. And also when it comes to finding viral content, you should do it for both type of accounts, for established accounts, the top 5 to 10 accounts from your niche, but also for the top 5 to 10 accounts who are brand new, okay, from your niche, right? And once you did that, you're ready to go. And yeah, I'd say that's for the video. Very, very simple. And I will see you in the next one. In the next video, we will talk about creating your own viral content, how it works, what kind of tools you can use. And yeah, I'd say that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you inside the next one.